It's kind of like a look of
Oh,
hate because maybe you're offended by something somebody said. Watch my face in a
yes,
video. That's the best I can.
yes. Okay,
It's kind of a
okay,
look of hate or disapproval or unhappiness because you don't approve.
yes. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
So if I
Okay.
say she looked at oh wait, I skipped something here. What did I miss? She looked at his suggestion. Okay, that I'm just copying the Chat GPT uh, sentence it gave me. She looked at his suggestion with scorn. Did she like his suggestion? Did she think it was a good suggestion?
No,
No. Why not? How do you know?
no. Because of the scorn,
Okay,
the
what kind of
scorn.
face? What kind of face did she have?
A slight wrinkle type, or what to say? It's not the gloomy side. Yeah.
Not gloomy. No, not gloomy. Angry or disgusted
Okay.
or unhappy
Okay.
because she did not approve.
Okay.
Disapprove, like
Disgusted.
disapproval,
A disapproval. A disapproval.
scorn.
Okay. Scorn.
She looked. She looked. She looked.
She looked.
What do you think
She
about the vowel
looked.
sounds in those two words? She looked.
Yes. She is short, and the looked is
Okay.
long.
What about it is? It is. It is. It is.
At ease.
Mm-hmm.
At ease. At
It
ease.
is. It is. It is.
At ease.
She
At
look.
ease.
Are those big sounds or little sounds? Those vowel sounds.
This is small.
Okay. She looked at his. She looked at his.
She looked at it. She looked at it.
Okay. Suggestion. Suggestion.
Suggestion.
What do you think about those
Suggestion.
vowel sounds in that word? Suggestion. Are those big?
Gestion part is middle part is stronger
Okay.
than the first part
And is a
and
bigger
the
sound.
last part.
Eh. It's eh. Suggest.
Yeah. Suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have she looked at his suggestion
She looked at his suggestion
with with
s-
with with.
with
Is that a
with
big sound or a little sound? With.
is a little sound. Is a little sound.
Okay. She looked at his suggestion with.
She looked at his suggestion with.
Okay. You now you can if you want you could make it big and you could say with, but that word is so common and usually not very important
Yeah.
that it's
Very
just
important.
with 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 it's not a it
With
doesn't sound
with
like that. If you're saying the words separately, just alone, it's with,
yeah.
okay?
With
And it's very big, but not in
with
the middle of a sentence. It usually isn't. It's just with with.
with
She
with
looked at his suggestion with.
suggestion with
Mhm.
suggestion with.
She looked at his
Yeah.
suggestion with.
She looked at his suggestion with
Okay.
suggestion with.
And what about that word scorn? Scorn.
His corn part is longer than scorn. Scorn.
That's a very big sound, isn't it?
Yes.
Scorn. Scorn.
Scorn. It's
Hmm?
scorn.
Yeah.
Scorn. Scorn.
With scorn.
Oh,
With scorn. With scorn. So you go from small to big. With scorn.
with a scorn. With a scorn.
Okay. Can you see the just underneath the sentence? I have written
Okay.
something. Can you see what it
Suggestion.
is?
Okay. Suggestion.
Okay, I'm just going to let me get
Sug.
higher so it's easier to see. Okay. How many syllables in that word?
Suggestion. Three.
That's right. So what is the first syllable?
The saw.
Okay. Sug. Sug.
And it's this. Yeah, sug.
Sug. No,
Sug.
no. Now remember, is g, is that a vibrating sound or is that a spitting out sound? Sug.
It's a go. Go is vibration.
It is.
Yeah.
So what does that mean about should
It
that
means we have to big
make it big?
longer. Yeah,
Yeah, make it
sound.
bigger. Sug. So it's not sug, but
Sug.
sug. Sug. It becomes
Sug.
because of that.
Sug. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm getting it. Okay. Okay.
What is the
Yes.
next sound?
The the chest. The
Jest.
chest.
Jest. Jest. It's a hard
Chest.
jest.
Chest.
Mhm.
Jest. Hard. Yes.
Suggest.
Jest.
Suggest.
Suggest.
There-
So
So
just.
there are two parts in there. There's the sug and then the jest. Suggest.
Sug and jest.
So
The
can you
jest.
say the two sounds together? Suggest.
Suggest.
Mm-hmm. Suggestion.
Suggestion.
Okay. Suggestion.
Suggestion.
She looked at his suggestion with
She
scorn.
looked.
Sorry.
She, okay, she looked at his suggestion with scorn.
Okay, but say the word because now you were saying it very clearly when we said it alone, but when it was in the middle of a sentence, it became very hard to understand the word. Say the word suggestion again.
Okay. Suggestion.
Suggest
Suggestion.
suggestion. She
Suggestion.
okay, can you say she looked at his suggestion?
She looked at his suggestion
Okay. With scorn.
with scorn.
She looked at his suggestion with scorn.
She looked at his suggestion with scorn.
Okay, that was good. Can you how would you make a yes no question?
Did she look at his suggestion with scorn?
Okay, that's good. Did she look at his suggestion with scorn? And how would you answer no to that question?
No, she
No,
looked at his
she
suggestion.
again, tell me again. No.
No, no, she looked at his suggestion with scorn.
Okay, but you have to make the sentence negative. How would you make the sentence negative?
No, she didn't look at his suggestion with scorn.
Okay. Now, I'm just going to write a word here. Expansion Channels is saying, "Can you make a simplified version of 1984?" Well, that becomes complicated. If you're watching the videos with me and you say, I don't understand that paragraph, can you say it in a different way? Then I can do that. But if you're asking, can I read a simplified version? Probably not because of copyright reasons. If somebody wrote a simplified version, it would be modern and there would be a copyright and I would get in trouble for doing that. So, no, I couldn't do that. But while I'm reading something, if you ask me to explain it in simpler ways, I would be happy to. And then Expansion Channel says, "Is scorn a very common word?" No. Well, it's a more advanced word. This is advanced English vocabulary. It's used, but it's not the most. It's not the top priority word that you need to learn. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Uh, oh, okay. I wanted to
Yeah.
make a note about something. Okay. Can you say these two words together? I'm just typing. Actually, let me type a full phrase here.
Okay, sir.
Do you see the? I've got one, two, three, four, five words together. Can you see those
Okay.
five words?
Yes.
What are those three, five words? She
She
did.
didn't look.
Okay.
She didn't look at his. Look
Oh,
at. Look
okay.
at
Now
his. Look at his.
I'm going to say the second word two different ways. You tell me which one is correct. Okay. Didn't,
Okay, sir.
didn't, or didn't. Which one is correct? Where's the accent? Didn't, didn't. Which syllable?
Uh,
The accent.
as a first.
It should be the first. It should be didn't. But the way you're saying it
Yeah.
is very. It sounds very Indian when you say that. Didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it should be the
Yeah.
other way around. It should be didn't.
Didn't. Didn't.
No, she
Yeah,
didn't.
didn't.
Mhm,
No, she didn't.
mhm.
Didn't.
No, she didn't. Not didn't, but didn't.
Didn't. Didn't. Didn't.
No, not didn't. Didn't. Didn't.
D. D. Didn't.
No, like
D.
that.
Didn't.
Not like that. Didn't. Try it.
Didn't.
Can you say she didn't?
Didn't.
She didn't look. She didn't look.
She didn't look. She didn't look.
Okay, not didn't. Didn't.
Didn't.
And she didn't look.
She didn't look.
Okay. All right. What does scorn mean?
Scorn means disapproval.
Okay. It's usually a look of disapproval, sometimes words of disapproval. You can scorn someone. You could use words also, words of disapproval too. But mostly when people talk about scorn, they're talking about the expression of the face, a look of disapproval, a look of anger or hatred or something. What does the word
Yeah.
nudge mean? What does that word nudge mean?
And nudge means slight push.
Push. Push. Got to raise that tongue up.
And nudge,
No,
nudge.
how about uh okay, but we're how about crony? What does crony mean?
Crony means bad friend.
Bad friend. Okay. And then what does it mean if you out argue someone?
Means someone is in um, competition and is the winning side.
Okay. So if there's an argument, if there's a competition of arguing, the person who
Uh,
out argues is the person winning the argument.
yes.
Okay. All right. Expansion says, thank you for your response. My point is to have something more simplified. No, I understand expansion. And like I said, if you're watching while we're reading, I'm happy to make it simpler for you. But I was trying that for a while to what I was doing is I was reading a whole paragraph and then I was putting it into Chat GPT and saying, make this very simple. But I was finding that was taking such a long time. It would be really hard to get to move along, to make progress in a book. So I kind of gave up on that idea. But sometimes I read The Wizard of Oz. I've done like maybe 4 or 5 chapters of The Wizard of Oz. That's a very simple book. Maybe I'll do another one of those chapters soon. Okay, let's look for our next word. Maybe this will be the last word, okay? How
Yeah, okay, sir.
about soothe?